Hello everyone, Steve with Shot Construction, and this is about remodeling your kitchen, master bathroom. What are the first steps you take when you do this? So the first thing I do is I assess how old the house is, how dated it is, and what's your budget, and a few other, actually a bunch of factors. How old is it? How dated is it? How long have you lived there? Determines equity. How long do you plan on living there? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Depending on how long you want to live, changes how much you do to your house, and of course your budget. Budget makes it all happen. So you factor in the kitchens, master bathrooms. They have an estimated estimated 70% return on investment, and that's, could be 65, could be 72, depends on what you do. But it's a good thing. It's like transferring money from one bank account to the next. It's basically transferring it into your home. When you sell your home, you gotta get it back. When it's short term, 5 years is probably the sweet spot, because that's probably where you get the most bang for the buck, where it hasn't gotten dated yet. So if you remodel it, it's still fresh in 5 years, and you get your money back. If you live there for 10 years and you remodel it, and you're almost kind of going where it's going to be dated in 10 years again. So the goal is to then spend a little bit more, make it a little bit more cutting edge, so in 10 years it's still fantastic, and if you wanted to sell at that point, you don't have to touch it and put any more money into it. There's so many factors that go into it. 2 years, you want to get out in 2 years. You don't have a big budget, you do just the bare minimum and make it look really nice. Instead of replacing cabinets, maybe you paint cabinets, change countertops, sinks, faucets, backsplash, and refinish the floor or something. If it's 5 years, you probably want to replace the cabinets, depending on the age of the cabinets, and sometimes you can still paint those. It's painting cabinets. You can paint most any cabinet, no problem. The oak, it's a little bit more of a struggle. You pay a little bit more to try to get all the grain out of the oak, and the outcome is on a picture looks fantastic. Right in front of you looks okay, not the best. Anyway, getting kind of off topic of where I want to go with this. Maybe I'm not off topic. So in your kitchen, so I think you kind of get the gist of 2 year, 5 year, 10 year plan. 2 year, do kind of the bare minimum and create the value and enjoy it at the same time. 5 years, step it up a little bit, make it really nice, and enjoy your house for 5 years. It'll make all the difference in the world when you walk into your front door and bam, your kitchen is amazing, and it changes your feeling when you come into the home, and your affect and your ability to think. It just feels more clear and non-cluttered and organized and ready to go. It helps you not just in the value of your home, but in the value of your mind and your mindset. It makes a huge difference. I have people that have said, "Oh, I'm going to live here for 2 years," and we redid their master bathroom, and they stayed there for over 5 because they loved it. So there's a lot of different variables. You have to figure out what's your variable. How much do you want to spend? How long you're going to live there? Or should I say, how long you're going to live there? And that's kind of going to dictate how much you're going to spend, because that's going to change the game. Now, do you have the budget to afford, if it's a 10-year plan, so I would suggest, usually when it's a 10-year plan, you've been in the house a long time, if you don't have the budget to do everything, I would phase it out. Go main floor and then upper floor, or upper floor then main floor, because if you do the upper floor, you're tracking through the main, and if you did it vice versa, you finish the main, then you're tracking through a finished product. But usually people hit the first level first, because that's the kitchen, that's where they want the biggest impact right away, and then we end up doing the master suite, secondary bath upstairs, the kids' bedrooms, and so forth, which would be carpet, paint, millwork, all of those things. So there's so many different options you can choose from, and hope that helps you right now. But that's we'll talk again. Thanks. Bye.